Okay, we're back here. Now we're going to actually start creating some pages and stuff. So basically after I do the colors, fonts, and just set up the project, and then do the CSS, and then just kind of go through the collections from the top down. So the first thing here would just be to, oops, a little click happy there, is just create the sitemap based on what's in the planning website. And so I have it here. I'm just going to keep it on the other screen. Just so here's some context, but I'm going to have it on my other screen as well so I can create those. So I already have the home and thank you pages created. I'll also go ahead and create the call to action one. It says request free consult. I'm just going to name it free consultation. Let's go. And this actually needs to be off because it's just in the call to action collection. Okay, let's see. I gotta move my little thumbnail face over here. Okay, so contact, about, blog, client, info, practice areas. I'm gonna go ahead and double check on this, make sure that, yeah, see over here it has different pages, so this isn't right. So again, this is kind of a situation where planning site isn't quite right. So here it actually has sub items here. So this is always that. You can't get those items really easily. I guess I just can view source. Get them. Okay, so workers' compensation. Hopefully most of these I'll have already, nope, not that one. It's always good to have the autocomplete help you out a little bit. Expungements. Personal injury, I know I've done that one. Criminal defense, I know I've done that one too. Okay, woohoo. Okay, practice areas, we're gonna nest those. And what else do we got? We got the attorneys, which is a little different on theirs. I'm just gonna go ahead and do attorneys. We won't need to, yeah, this is set up a little bit differently. So normally there'd just be a page with the attorneys on there and the pages would be kind of created automatically. So we'll see. I'm just gonna do it like this. I'm still gonna set it up as normal. Just, yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Let me just do it like this for now. I'll probably end up taking these out and then automatically creating this to the sub now. Or it might just say attorneys and it goes to the page as normal, which is probably what I'll do at the beginning, just so I know it works. Okay, so I don't actually do anything besides just create the items at this point. And I need to turn it while I was talking. I got a little click happy, so I'm gonna go ahead and hide all these at the bottom. So the next one is notifications, skip it, assets. Here's where the fun begins. Those are the logos and such. And this has become a little bit different. There's a little bit of minutia here going to be going on as far as, because we use SVG now instead. And there's also an extra logo here. It doesn't need to be here. Also, if you notice I hit view, it's just going to show some code because game doesn't have the right encoding on these. So I got to do a little, do a little magic on that. Okay. So what I will do is, what I've been doing is in the downloads here, I'll go ahead and create a folder, drag all these in there. This one can be deleted. And so basically I need to open, no, the other thing too is what I like to do is first look at these logos. I can't look at them yet actually. Okay, let's see. First I gotta add the encoding. So just open these up in my editor. And I actually have this encoding in here for the specific person kind of commented out. So I just copied it here and then add it to all these. And the next thing I'll do is look at these. Now, keep in mind, there is no actual scroll logo. It's just the mobile and the logo that we need. I do go ahead and look at these. I kind of look and see if they're different or what. And they went to the other tab, so let me drag them, or my other screen, let me drag them over here. So here's the logo. These all kind of look the same, and you notice they kind of, if you notice, they're kind of a little bit different, but I assume that's just the designer knowing what they're doing at different sizes to make them look a little better. But the scroll one I don't need. So these two are fine. The other thing while I'm doing this is the favicon. So right now what we do is I use the real favicon generator to generate the Apple Touch and the actual favicon. What we used to do is design those separately, which is probably what we need to do because I'm not actually using the full sort of power of this thing anyway, and this isn't the right size. So this is supposed to be 260 by 260. And this is what it's going to look like. It looks like the favicon is going to be okay. Excuse me. Okay, go ahead and generate that. It takes a couple seconds sometimes, so that's why I want to go ahead and do that now. The other one in here I kind of need to look at is the map. So let me go ahead and see what this looks like. So this is kind of white. I'm going to go ahead and, it can't just be kind of white like that because it's going to be on, probably needs a little more contrast because that's going to be on top of the Google map. Now, I'm not actually going to do that here because I don't think we're going to be using Google Maps anymore. So I'm just going to kind of take what's there and go with it. Usually I would open this up and tweak it a little bit. Also, these aren't named correctly, so I got to name these right. Okay, and now this thing should probably be ready. So this is the favicon package. It's going to have that favicon in the Apple Touch. And I just get this 32 by 32, rename it, and we got our stuff. So now I'll just start uploading. So we got footer logo, map marker, mobile logo. And I just realized I didn't look at this footer logo. What I've been doing on this is not doing it full white, kind of making it a little bit gray. And so I'll just get like this, something like this color maybe. I'll see what it looks like. Actually need the hex. Kind of go like this. Binga binga bongo. Export it. And this actually adds the encoding I need automatically. So actually, did that save in the right spot? I don't think that did. Should have a little gray color in there, and then I need to go get those favicon ones. So this is a favicon package. So this is where we rename it, Apple Touch and favicon. Now the thing with the favicon now is it's not been showing up with like the URL from the API. So I've been getting the URL from here, and obviously this uses the site ID and the image ID. So it's still okay to use as long as whoever edits this doesn't delete this item. And I could also generate this, again, this is one of those things I haven't updated. I could generate this URL automatically. And here we are. Okay, settings. This is something else that needs to be tweaked whenever we do the star files, but The main thing I do in here is just add this. Again, we're not going to have a Google map on this one, I don't think, until Jay tells me that's a bad idea. This is for the Google Map zoom. It kind of tells you. So on the actual Google Map, that's the zoom level. So this is sort of a good default. I always put that in there. Footer legal text would be the other thing. So this is an attorney website. I'm going to go ahead and double check. It says all rights reserved, privacy policy map, business by blah, 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 blah. I don't see anything too much. They do have a disclaimer in privacy policy, so maybe I'll just do that. Let's see. Inspect. There you go. Look at these. Disclaimer. Let's change that. Okay. Facebook feed ID. Let's see. So in here, I'll go get their Facebook page URL, which they don't even have one. Interesting. I would like to have that in here. But anyway, this is where I add that for the Facebook feeds. Okay. Also, while I'm doing this, since I just added these pages, basically, I need to add those in here. So. Go ahead and drag these to the bottom because they're inactive. Or, they're not in the navigation. Okay, settings is done. CSS, we already did. Uploads is for the client. Locations. So here the name is really determines when I ever add items. If it has multiple locations, then I'll basically use the name of the location or whatever they have on their old website. In this situation, I'm just going to have, the name of the company. So a lot of times, there's some double checking on this. I'll compare what's in the planning here with what's on the website. It looks like it's the same. So I'll just go from there. The main phone number. Fax number here. Yeah. Email. Let's see anything. The email isn't really in here. She has her name, but we don't really want to put that on there. They don't have like a general email on their website that I see. And I'll get the hours here from Google, I guess. I don't think they have hours on here. Let's see, hours. Hours of operation. So Monday through Thursday, 8:35, Friday, 8:30, 12. Okay, pretty much 8:35. Cool. So I'll just change this up a little bit. Friday. I guess it's not PM, right? I'll just bold these. Okay, address. Looking good, looking good. Now I need the Google Map stuff. So again, we're not going to be using that, but I want to put it in here just so we have it recorded. So I'll just get the URL, paste it in. Sorry. get the latitude, longitude. And I'll hit save. And then I just need to do the static map. Again, just sort of have it recorded on here. So just copy this, go to the static map maker, paste it in there, add marker. I like to use the default one here. Oh wow, look at that, amazing. It's kind of zoomed out a little bit. I'm gonna zoom in, just, you know. Just so you really get a nice look, you know. Hit save. Location info here is gonna be pretty simple. So it's gonna have the hours, it's gonna have a phone number, and it's gonna have the address. The other one I would put in there usually would be email or fax. I guess I do have the fax number here. I could put that in there since it is a law firm. So this is address. So this will automatically read in from the locations. Hours. So all these things, again, you're just picking it from the drop down. It reads in from the location. So you don't have to, so there's one source of truth. And that's it for that. Social media, again, here, I would go in and add these. So just to give one example, if they did have a Facebook, I would add it, turn it on, copy and paste the URL here, set the target to blank, and then select the platform here, which adds the correct font awesome icon. But they don't have that, so I'm gonna delete that. And now I'm gonna create, I think that's a good place to stop again, actually. So before we start creating call to action stuff.